Oompa, oompa, oompa tea, I got another top 5 for you. Hello everyone, my name is Miranda and it is once again Wednesday, meaning it is time for another top 5 Wednesday video. Can I get a yeah? Anywho, this week's topic is the top 5 side characters you believe deserve their own novels. And this, I gotta say, is one of my favorite topics so far for Top 5 Wednesday because it's one that's kind of more of a wish fulfillment than anything else because we all want to see these characters have their own books because we love them so very much and they deserve happiness and love and all our affections. So let's get started. First up, I have Kenji from the Shatter Me series. Kenji, I loved Kenji from the first book, but I just finished Ignite Me, and he was even better in that book because he just continues to be Juliet's awesome, badass, sarcastic, amazing best friend. And I really give props to Tara Mafi, or Mahafi, I don't know how you say her last name, sorry. Not making it a love triangle between Kenji and Juliet, but then I have to take away props from her for making it a love triangle between Adam and Warner and Juliet. So it kind of all evens out. But anyway, Kenji is just really awesome, really funny, but there's still like that hint that he's had kind of like a dark past and a troubled past. So I really think it would be interesting to see a story just for him kind of branching on his own, growing into being a happier person overall, and maybe even finding some true love. I heard Adam's single now, so that could be a thing. Just saying. Alright, next up is Jill from the Bloodline / Vampire Academy series, or more specifically Jill and Eddie, aka Jetty, the cutest ship in this book. I mean, Sidrian is the hottest, but Jill and Eddie are the cutest. And Jill and Eddie, I feel like I've loved them throughout this whole series, but then the last book, it kind of left me hanging with them because there was like such this build up to them, like, yeah, they're finally gonna get together, it's gonna be passionate and amazing, and my ship is finally sailing, and then you read the book and it's just like one hug, and that's it, and you're like, what? I wanted more in life than this. I needed more in life than this. So I feel like having a spin-off about Jill and Eddie would be really interesting because I like Jill a lot. I just feel like in both series she doesn't get to do much other than be the person that gets in trouble and then needs rescuing for the sake of plot devices and for the sake of other characters' development. So I feel like now it's time, Rochelle Mead, for Jill to get her own series and become a badass warrior fighter girl like Sydney, Rose, and Lissa did. We need Jill's shining moment, and having Eddie by her side will just make it all that much better. And I know Rochelle Mead is planning on possibly doing another Vampire Academy spinoff, but it's probably going to be about certain characters we met at the end of this book, not spoiling it, instead of Jill and Eddie, which makes me sad because I just really want a Jill and Eddie spinoff. Is that so much to ask in life? Really? Number 3 is going to be Will, Raina, and Nico from the Heroes of Olympus series, more specifically Blood of Olympus, because that's when all 3 of them were glorious together and met each other and just all the feels. You may know this, but I wasn't that impressed with Blood of Olympus. I felt like it was very, very lacking in a lot of parts, but the best parts, the absolute best parts for me, were whenever we had a scene with Nico and Raina, or at the end Nico and Will. I felt like they all had such good chemistry together, and I mean, I'm just really holding out hope that Rick Riordan will write another spin-off series about Nico and Will and Raina because they could be like the new trio. I think it would be a really cute story because, like I said, they were my favorite parts about it, and I mean, Nico and Will were just so adorable together, and Nico and Raina are like BFFs for life, and I need more of it in my life. It's just, I need it. On to number 2, we have Roar from the Under the Never Sky trilogy by Veronica Rossi. I have never been shy about my love for Roar. I hand all the props to Veronica Rossi for making Roar such an amazing character without making him a love interest for Arya. He's literally Arya's best friend, and that's all he is. He's such a great best friend to her, and he's such a good best friend that she actually decided to end the series not with a scene with Perry and Arya like you might assume, but with a scene of Arya and Roar having like a little best friend talk about how life is and all that. So I think that really goes to show you just like how good of friends they are. But Roar, if you've read this series, Roar, he's had some troubles in his life. and he was in a better place by the time the series ended, but he still wasn't perfect. So I feel like even if it's just maybe a little novella, maybe just introduce us to a new love interest for Roar, or show him a little happier, maybe teaching kids how to fight and throw arrows and stuff. Just give us a little bit more Roar so I can sleep at night without crying whenever I think about him. Just, please. Finally, my number 1 pick isn't even technically a side character. She's what I would consider a main character, but it's Margo from Paper Towns. I immediately after finishing this book have always wanted a spin-off from Margo's point of view. Just like her point of view of the events during Paper Town, where she went, how she felt about leaving, how she felt about seeing Q, how she felt about their night. Like, I just want it all. I want it all, and I want it now. But John Green, sadly, has never even mentioned writing this book from Margo's point of view, but I would just love it so much because I love Margo as a character, and she's so mysterious and cool and different in this book, and I want to know what goes through someone's mind like that. Like, I need to know everything that goes through Margo's head, and I get that, yes, in Paper Towns, she's supposed to be more of like an idea than an actual person. Like, the idea of Margo is supposed to be so great and so wonderful, but I mean, the whole message of the book was you can't look at a person as more than a person. So let's give Margo a chance to tell us her side of the story so we can see Margo as more of a person and less of an idea in a book that Q loved. So please, someone, even if you fanfic it, just please write this book from Margo's point of view, and I'll love you forever. Just a done deal. We're being loved forever. Alright, so there you have it. Those are my 5 side characters that I would love to see have their own novels, and like I said, even if it's just like one novel, or maybe a little novella, like just something to make me see that they are happy and healthy and doing well after everything that happened, because these side characters have all had some major heartbreak, major troubles, but at the same time the focus has always been on the main characters, so we don't get to see how they feel about everything that's happened, and I really want to. So if you have any side characters that you would love to see have their own novel, please leave it down below. So don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and want to see more Top 5 Wednesday videos in the future, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below to be told when I make all sorts of new videos, Top 5 Wednesday or otherwise. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!